I'm Nazir Afzal, and currently I'm the Chancellor of Manchester University, but I was the Chief Prosecutor for North West England and Director in London. Today, obviously, it's very important that we talk about how the journey for people of colour has been in the United Kingdom, how it continues to be, what we can learn from other people's experiences, and my most recent book is all about sharing their experiences, but it's also about how important diversity is important. Diversity is not just about numbers or quotas, it's about decision making and good quality decision making, having the right people in the room. So I hope that maybe I can share some of my learning on that subject, but also listen to what people have to say about the subject too. Well, my book came from a conversation I had with the former Prime Minister when she asked me how it was that I was a chief prosecutor and how does structural racism affect me, and I said quite a lot. I think people make assumptions that if you reach the tops of your profession, the book's called Race to the Top, that somehow that you are immune or vaccinated from racism and bigotry. The exact opposite is true. You experience it on a different level, and I wanted to be able to share not just my own thoughts, but more importantly the thoughts of other leaders, so people across business, across public sector, private sector, culture, arts, sports, etc. There are people here, people in the book who you will know, others who unfortunately because of their fears are anonymous, but they all share their current experiences, and additionally they talk about what can be done differently, because we can't carry on suffering abuse, we can't carry on being denied promotion and denied progression in this 2022 and beyond. So it's about learning from each other, but also addressing the serious issues that we face. Resources are challenges across all sectors, and public sector in particular. Whenever the resource challenges are in place, two things go. One is training, and the second is community engagement, and both of them are absolutely essential. You can't just do your job without engaging with the public. But my concern is that people will just go back to core business, or what they see as core business, putting fires out, rescuing people, rather than realising that they're a public sector and they owe a great deal more responsibility towards the public and need to engage with them more. So I think the danger is they'll stop engaging, they'll stop training, when actually they need to do more of it. When I started up as a lawyer, I had no role models, none at all. If the journey, I didn't know how to progress. I had no idea. I made lots of mistakes on the way. It's important to have people at the top or near the top who can show you the way. And then also you won't make the same mistakes, or if you do, you know how to recover. And the sad thing is that particularly people of colour, often one failure is the destruction of your career, which is not true of British white men, for example. So it's important that we support each other. It's important that you know that you have no ceiling to your achievement. And that's why it's important to have people at the top. I've been very starved of occasions like this for the last 2-3 years because of COVID, but when you are networking, when you are meeting people, often in different roles, but certainly in the same organisation, you will learn from them. You will also be able to share your best practice. You'll also be able to identify mentors and coaches. It's absolutely essential that we build those links across agencies, across groups, across the country, and so this conference is pivotal. I've always said AFSA has been a stalwart in this area in trying to ensure that the voices of people of colour are heard, and also to ensure that the management and leadership of organisations are able to tap into their knowledge and expertise. So AFSA is critical really to the success of fire services across the country.